Welcome back to Full Scope Fitness. This is part 19, and today we're talking about a topic that can completely shift how you train and how you get results. We're going deep on how to structure your sets, reps, weight, and rest depending on your training goal. Whether your mission is to get stronger, build more muscle, improve endurance, or become more explosive, your training prescription has to match the outcome you want. You can't train for everything at once, and you definitely can't guess your way into long-term progress. So let's talk goals, because goals change everything. When most people step into a gym, they either go too hard too soon, do too much of the same thing, or throw together random workouts hoping for change. But the reality is, the human body adapts to specific stress, and your results are tied directly to how you manipulate four key variables: reps, sets, intensity, and rest. Let's start with strength. If your goal is to lift heavy, I'm talking moving big weight on squats, bench, deadlifts, presses, then your focus is on building neural efficiency. You're training your nervous system to recruit more motor units, to coordinate force better, and to produce more power per rep. In practice, this means you're working in the low rep ranges, between 1 and 6 reps per set. The weight has to be heavy, around 85 to 100% of your 1 rep max. That's why your sets are relatively low, usually 3 to 6 sets, and your rest periods are long, 2 to 5 minutes. You need full recovery between sets to give each effort your best. With strength work, you're not going for the pump. You're not trying to get tired. You're trying to move weight with intensity, precision, and control. Now, if your goal is hypertrophy, building bigger muscles, the prescription changes. With hypertrophy, we're looking for mechanical tension, metabolic stress, and muscle fiber fatigue. You're still lifting moderately heavy, but the goal isn't max effort, it's total volume. That means more reps, more sets, shorter rest, and controlled form. You're working in the 6 to 12 rep range. Your weight is moderate, about 67 to 85% of your 1 rep max. You'll do 3 to 5 sets per exercise and rest 30 seconds to 90 seconds between sets. This is where that burn kicks in. The time under tension is longer. You might even slow down the eccentric, that's the lowering phase, to increase muscle stress. Volume is king here, but it's got to be consistent and intentional, not just sloppy burnout sets. Now let's talk about muscular endurance. This is a totally different beast. Endurance training means your muscles can keep working without burning out. Great for general fitness, long sets, sport performance, or those who want stamina over brute strength. Here, you're doing high reps, 12, 15, 20, sometimes even more. The weight is light, under 67% of your 1 rep max. You might be doing 2 to 4 sets and rest periods are short, 30 seconds or less. Endurance training is metabolically demanding. It's not about maximum force output, it's about staying in the game. This is where circuit training, body weight work, and lighter load conditioning style lifting really shine. And then there's power training. Power is different from strength. Strength is how much you can lift. Power is how fast you can produce that force. Athletes rely on this: sprinters, jumpers, football players. But so do everyday lifters. The ability to generate force fast keeps you mobile, reactive, and athletic. Power training combines low reps with explosive intent. You're still lifting heavy, but you're moving the weight fast. Here's how it looks: 1 to 5 reps per set, 3 to 5 sets. For Olympic lifts like cleans or snatches, the load might be 75 to 90% of your 1 RM. For plyometrics, jumps or throws, the load might drop to 30 to 60%. Lighter weight, maximum speed. Rest is long, usually 2 to 5 minutes, because you need full recovery to stay explosive. And just a quick note, if you're doing Olympic lifts, make sure you've got the technique locked in. These are technical lifts, and form matters just as much as effort. Now here's what ties all this together. Most people don't train just one quality all the time. You might go through strength phases, then shift into hypertrophy blocks, then sprinkle in power work for athleticism or endurance work for conditioning. That's called periodization, and we'll talk about that more later. But what you shouldn't do is try to max out all these qualities in the same session. If you're trying to lift heavy, build muscle, do cardio, and throw in high-intensity conditioning all in 1 hour, you're probably not getting the full benefit of anyone. Instead, pick a primary goal. Structure your main lifts around it. Then, if you want to touch other qualities, work them in strategically, either with supplemental lifts, finishers, or separate sessions. So to summarize, if you want strength, go heavy, rest long, keep reps low. If you want muscle, push volume, keep rests short, stay in that 6 to 12 range. If you want endurance, go light, high rep, fast paced. If you want power, move explosively, rest fully, and stay focused. Coming up in part 20, we're going inside the body. We'll break down the energy systems that fuel all these different types of training. We'll cover ATP, PC, glycolytic, and oxidative systems, and how to train each one based on your sport or fitness style. Thanks for sticking with me. Part 20 is going to bring even more clarity to how your body performs, and how you can fuel that performance on every level.